I understand the year isn't over yet, but we're already at the latter end of the year, and there's certain fragrances that I'm already kind of biased in the designer space. I don't know how many other designer fragrances I'm going to be smelling from now to the end of the year, probably quite a few. However, these are the ones currently that are some of my favorites. I love to wear these fragrances, and they're easy to reach fragrances that I know they're going to spark a little something inside of me, pause, that might potentially interest y'all as well. So let's roll my fucking music so I can put you on to 10 of my favorite designer fragrances in 2025.
We're all alone. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I want to be.
Listen, one of my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. I don't seem to be gravitating towards a ton of designer fragrances. Why? Because I find niche and even hybrids or clones or dupes a little bit more interesting. The designer space has been a little bit lackluster for me lately. And I can't just say lately, it's been a while. There's certain ones that hit and hit nicely, and a lot of them are featured on this list. But I really hope that they start to expand a little bit more into more creative, or at least taking a little bit more risk. Because you are paying a premium for that designer brand name, but you're not getting the premium scent profile, at least the ones that I particularly like from what I've smelled. But these hit different. Starting with one of the bangers of this year, 𝗙𝗫𝗄𝗀𝗏. I'm definitely butchering that name. The presentation of the fragrance is absolutely phenomenal. Please disregard my greasy chicken fingerprints all over this joint, but the scent profile itself is a beautiful, powdery, sensual fragrance that is light and very unisex, but also super captivating and a dumb reach. The quality in this fragrance and that whole brand is absolutely phenomenal. I think it's one of the most underrated fragrance houses that I've smelled this entire year. I got 2 of the fragrances, and I'm gonna have another 2 coming in, but this one seems to be the one that sparks everybody's interest, and when they've seen me showcase it, the people who know, they're like, yo, that is my favorite from the lineup. It's like the definition of a sensual bedroom sheet with its soft, silky, floral nature, almost cottony, musky. And then you got light fruitiness mixed with a little bit of a dusty, chocolatey essence. It's sweet, it's sensual, it's erotic, it's beautiful, it's comforting. It smells absolutely remarkable. I love what this fragrance did for me the first time that I smelled it. Thank God it was gifted to me by one of y'all, but regardless, I was gonna get it because this was one of the fragrances that blew my nuts off in 2025. So if you don't know the brand 𝗙𝗫𝗄𝗏, you won't find out from me. Now, y'all suggested this fragrance in the community board. I listened and I agree. Gucci Guilty Elixir. This joint hits crazy in the space of Reflection Man adjacent, but with its own sensuality. It's dry, it's musky, it's powdery, slightly spicy, but it pops incredibly. This is a sensual / warm fragrance with a little bit of a metallic kind of energy. For me, this shit screams like Christian Grey. Quiet, sensual, mature, with that slow riz, that muela. His charming nature is just what captivates her, and this allures her in. He may not be the best looking dude, but this right here gets him a long way. He'll just finesse his way into the conversation, and really people just start to be like, he look kind of douchey and weird, but I kind of fuck with his vibe. That's what I'm getting out of this fragrance. Handsome, masculine, a couple of sprays goes a long way, and if you want to get a slight interpretation of what Reflection Man by Amouage smells like, this is in that same bubble. Not 1-to-1, but fairly close, and really fucking good for a designer. We're already at the latter end of the year, so I want to comfortably say this has been the most complimented designer fragrance thus far. Dolce & Gabbana Velvet Zafriano UAE edition. This fragrance blew my doors off day one. There's nothing about this fragrance that is off-putting to me. There's no rough edges, there's no cumin, BO, oudi kind of sensation. It's saffronic underlying maraschino cherry with a little bit of a tobacco essence, some mild powdery notes. There's a little bit of a vanillic / chocolatey blend in this fragrance that's very, just a subtle, just like a little drop, flooded by this overall just amazing sillage bubble, really solid performance, and I've gotten so many compliments off of this fragrance. It's unbelievable. Now, 2 cons that I have with this fragrance. One is gonna be difficult for you guys to get your paws on it, at least the UAE edition. I know that there's a US edition. I don't know if they smell the same. I think I'm gonna have to get it. 2 is that this cap absolutely sucks. You try to pick this up by the cap, you will 100% not succeed, and if you do, the bottle will just fall and shatter. But as far as one of the most complimented fragrances in my collection, kind of, Velvet Zafriano by Dolce, fucking real. I want to call this a more rounder, richer version of Mancera's Red Tobacco, Mystery Tobacco by Carolina Herrera. She ain't cheap, but bro, is she amazing. This one has a little bit more vibrancy and pop than Red Tobacco. This has a spicy underlying mentholic note that really winds down into being a little bit more airy and taking that tobacco note and making it a little bit more fresher. This fragrance has a little dirt under its fingernails. It's got some patchouli action. It's got a little bit wet tobacco and an underlying leathery kind of note in this fragrance that gives this overall roundness and masculinity. There's mild sweetness in the scent. So you got a little bit of a sweet, dirty nature. You got some light fruitiness complemented by beautiful freshness. This fragrance is truly a gentleman fragrance with a lot of handsome energy, and you get such a playful, rich, sweet tobacco with a little bit of a grit. This fucking thing is addictive as shit. Mystery Tobacco by Carolina Herrera. Badass scent. This fragrance was probably projected to be a dud, but this shit ended up being a stud. Boss bottled Absolute. This shit hits hard, fam. Love at first sniff with this joint. When Boss sent this over to me, I was like, probably gonna be kind of mid. No. I like this shit a lot. It's a playful, sweet, designery leather with a little bit of a resinous amber nature. It's kind of tart in a way, but so handsome and captivating. It's not super deep as far as like its creativity is concerned, but it's very mass appealing, at least to me. And this shit just screams like fucking Papi Shampoo. This is just sexy and extraordinarily wearable as a signature scent, but I'm truly hoping for fall to get here a little quicker so I can get a little bit of a breeze to really rock this fragrance so I could really shine like the star that it is. Boss Bottle Absolute. If you haven't tried this joint, definitely recommend to sample it. Go to a department store and spray it on and see what I'm talking about. I don't know if people were rocking with this joint or not, but I happen to like it. Spice Bombs Dark Leather. Did this have hype or hate? Because I don't watch other content creators. I just know what I like. There's like a fuckery of spicy peppercorns mixed with a little bit of a soapy freshness. You definitely get the leather, or at least the darkness that tries to portray itself as leather. Beautiful spices, which is what you would expect from a Spice Bomb. Wearable, fresh, a little bit green, not a ton of dirt, but it smells like a brand new leather jacket that hasn't been fully broken in yet. The performance in this fragrance, not great, but I don't look for a beast mode fragrance. I could reapply or just overspray, and I'll get all the sexy nuances that I'm looking for in this scent. I really like this shit. Out of the Spice Bomb fragrances, is between this and Infrared that really speak to me and my character. So why the hate on dark leather? Try this shit out. Fucking hot. This might ruffle some feathers. Scandal Absolute. But this shit is like a different kind of warm, nutty fragrance for sure. Sweet, candied, and then it transitions into warm nuttiness. You get almost like a dehydrated citrus fruits that are kind of candied-like when you're trying to be healthy and go to Whole Foods and shit and get a snack that's sweet but isn't necessarily bad for you. That's kind of what you're getting in this joint. And then it dries down into this kind of smoky chestnut / Nutella kind of vibe. I really enjoy how this fragrance smells. In the lineup of JPG fragrances, which I don't like 90% of them, this isn't that 10% mark. This JPG Le Male Elixir, the Paradise joint, these joints all hit off of my skin and they do really nice as far as performance is concerned. So I'm sure you have smelled this, but in 2025 in the designer space, this is one that really caught me off guard because the first Scandal just sucked balls. I will never stop putting this on list. Your own parfum, baby. Come on, shut up. The king of powder and leather sexiness. How do you dislike this scent? This hits insane. This will be on the list in 23, 24, 25, 26. Phenomenal performance, amazing scent profile. Yes, it's a little bit lipstick baggy, powdery that could throw some people off. Let it work on your skin. Don't jump the gun off of that initial spray and it might throw you off a little bit. It's a little jarring. It's a little weird. If you haven't smelled any other Dior Homme fragrances, then that powdery essence, that irisy note, let it do its magic on you. If it doesn't cooperate with your skin or your skin's pH is too fucking acidic and you start to smell like the stepchild of Swamp Thing, then it's not for you. But for me, I find this to be super elegant, mass appealing, compliment monster, and just a walking sex symbol of a scent profile. Dior Homme Parfum, yeah, no, this shit is phenomenal. The king of tiramisu and coffee blend, Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. I brought this shit back from the dead because of TikTok, honestly. People always asking what's a great gourmandy fragrance to start off with. I always recommend this. It's like $50, if not cheaper. It's an incredible fresh take on this espresso kind of tiramisu lady fingers dipped in a little bit of a booziness with this dark, sweet, roasted coffee bean-esque. Oh my God, this is unbelievably beautiful. I can almost smell like the whipped cream layers. I'm telling you, I could break this bottle, take the juice, put it in a $400 bottle, and people be like, what the fuck is this? Is a masterpiece. No, this shit right here for the price point punches so high above the gray market pricing, it's ridiculous. This is a sleeper in gourmand perfection. I love this scent. I forever hope it stays in this price point and more people get to use this fragrance for its true intention to get butt and find finally, this smooth operator of a scent profile that has kind of this caramelization blend of amber tonka with a mild almondy kind of kiss, and this is loved by so many women. Prada Luna Rosa Black. You've seen multiple videos of me mentioning this scent, and with good reason. This just sparks the beautiful blend of mass appealing, what you expect from a designer fragrance, and date night allure. Elegance, masculinity, some green attributes. You definitely got this nutty, almondy kind of kiss. There's a little bit of a leathery vibe in this fragrance. Gentlemen, have you not tried this joint? In the pantheon of like Prada fragrances, this little motherfucker different. And I can confidently say right now, in 2025, these are some of my favorite designer fragrances because they're absolutely remarkable. Now, can these 10 favorites absolutely change? Yeah, I gotta discover more designer fragrances. Hopefully there'll be something that catches my attention a little bit more than these, and maybe we'll make a part 2. But right now, these hit absolutely amazing. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, and comment below which one of these fragrances absolutely blows your doors off. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib.